Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm going to do a full face of, I think, mostly drugstore makeup. And it's going to be my first impression on all of these products. I haven't even opened them yet because I wanted to try it on camera for you guys. So let's just create a nice neutral nude look with all these products that I got from the drugstore. So let's just get into it. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It will mean the world to me. And let's get started. So here is the first product. This is the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. This is what this looks like. And it doesn't say anything else on it, so it's just a nice black tube packaging. And I'm going to use this as my primer. I already have my creams on and my eyebrows are done, and I've used the Kosas Brow Pop product for my eyebrows. And I already have a video on this, and I reviewed this product on my channel, so make sure you go check that one out as well. So let's see what this primer looks like. You can see this is the first time I'm using it. Okay, so it looks like a nice hydrating cream. Doesn't have any smell. So I'm gonna apply this all over the face. Oh, it does have a very nice, like, creamy type of smell. Nothing too strong. It does feel very moisturizing when you first apply it. And now it seems to dry up to be a little bit sticky, which that's what you want before you apply your foundation. The only thing I don't have new is my mascara, obviously, and my highlighter. Those are some products that you've seen me use on my channel. Now let's get into this foundation. I really wanted to try this foundation out, and I really hope it's my correct shade. This is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. And I got mine in the shade 030 Neutral Ivory. This one has a natural coverage finish with a weightless feel. And it's formulated with hyaluronic acid and aloe vera, 24-hour long-lasting wear finish foundation with a natural coverage. It feels weightless on your skin, and it is vegan. So this is what the product looks like. It's a 30 milliliter product, which that's 1.01 ounces. You can see on the packaging it looks a tiny bit darker than what it is in the tube. So I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna squeeze some out on the back of my hand. You can see the consistency, a little bit liquidy. And I'm going to apply this with a brush. That's my favorite way of application. So I'm gonna go into it and apply it on the face, and then I'm gonna go in with a sponge and make sure that everything is blended. So far the shade looks like the correct shade for me. Foundation feels very nice when you apply it. Just feels like another skin tint, BB cream. Nothing heavy. Has a very nice coverage. You can still see my skin through it. So far I've used one pump only. I mean one squeeze, because it's a squeezy tube. Let me look up close and see. So far so good. Let's use the sponge and blend everything in. Oh, I also don't have a new concealer. I will use one that I already have, and I'm gonna try keep it drugstore based. So I'm gonna use a Drugstore concealer for you guys. So the foundation looks okay. It's not oily. It says it's a hydrating foundation, right? What does it say? Yeah, it's a hydrating foundation, pretty natural. So it does look very natural on your skin, and it dries up pretty quickly. So it's supposed to be a hydrating foundation. However, I don't see any glowiness to it. I have to test it out a little bit more to see really what my thoughts are. So far, it looks okay. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Code Beauty concealer. And this is in the shade Ivory C2. So it comes with a tube packaging, but a doe-foot applicator. So concealer, I only like to apply it in the inner corner and the outer corner. I don't like to bring it in this area for creasing purposes. I've watched a video on YouTube by Wayne Goss, and he explains how everybody has lines underneath. Some have more pronounced lines depending on your age. And when you smile, at the end of the day, no matter what product you use underneath there, it will eventually settle into your lines, some a little less than others. So when I smile, you can see that there's no skin moving here, and that's what he's saying. So this technique and trick I learned from him. And he says when you smile, you can see that there's no line here and there's no line in the inner corner. So no matter how much you smile throughout the day or move, nothing will crease. However, if I do bring it down here, when you smile, you see the lines, it will eventually crease. So I would prefer to just follow his technique, and you use a concealer to kind of lighten up the inner corner. However, if you do have more dark circles or you do need it underneath your eye area, then there's no other option but to use it and kind of like fix it throughout the day. So I'm gonna use the sponge now to blend it in. Let me know down below, how do you guys like to use your concealer? Do you like to go like full coverage, a triangle underneath your eye, and you bake, or do you like to just have a little bit in the inner corner and outer corner and line up your eye? So yeah, let me know down below how you like to use your concealer. Iced coffee. I got this cup, the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I ordered online. This was expensive coming to Canada too, but it does keep your, this is not sponsored or anything, it does keep your drink very cold. And I have another mug coming today from Amazon, but it's a tall mug. It comes with a straw. It says it's leak proof, and the top you can exchange it with it comes with two tops, so you can use it as a water bottle or as a coffee tumbler, which keeps your drink very cold or warm, depends what you put inside. And then you can use it as a coffee mug or a water tumbler. So I'm gonna link it in the description down below. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Now the foundation's applied, concealer. Let's prep the eyes. Eyes, it's always the same MAC in the shade Painterly. Next, I'm gonna go into a bronzer. The e.l.f. Like I don't have enough bronzers already, right? So I had to get another bronzer, and this is the e.l.f. and I love it because it's primer infused bronzer, Forever Sunkissed. Wow. Oh, it says in German as well. Für immer Sonnengeküsst. Okay, so yeah, this long wearing bronzer is infused with primer powder to ensure a full day of bronzed glow. Use this long wearing bronzer to give your face that sun-kissed glow all day long. This bronzer is smooth, easy to apply while adhering to the skin for long lasting wear. So mine is in the shade, oh, Forever Sunkissed. It says on the packaging right here, it says Forever Sunkissed. So this is what it looks like. So cute. Okay, so let's try it out. For bronzing, I'm gonna use this brush now. I'm gonna use this Moda brush, and this is a multi-purpose powder brush. So I'm gonna just dab the tip. Ooh, look at that. And you want to apply it kind of on your cheekbone when you bronze, because that's, ooh, look at that. It's so nice. Like, it looks so cool tone in the pan, and it looks so nice and sun-kissed and glowy and warm and natural on your cheek. So I love it. Look at that. So without the bronzer and with the bronzer. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. So you wanna apply it upward, put it on your cheekbone. So remember, we're not contouring, we're bronzing. So we wanna put it on the actual bone here. If you contour, you wanna put it underneath the bone. But we are just bronzing. And of course, the sun is going to hit our nose as well, because whatever raised spots you have on the face, that's where the sun will hit. And let's apply on the forehead. I love this bronzer. So this is another great bronzer find from the drugstore. I know I love the Maybelline bronzer from the drugstore, and that's kind of the same shade. It kind of looks muddy and cool tone like this, but when you apply it, ooh, it's just a beauty on the face. So beautiful. I actually love the shade. And Sunkissed, like, you can't go wrong with that name. A little bit on the chin. We don't have powder on the face because my next product is by e.l.f. again. And this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I normally don't go for this shades. I like more brick, peach, brown, dark red than a pink shade. But again, no smell. So for this, I'm going to use a brush. And because this is a cream product, I'm going to use this Real Techniques dense brush. And let's see, let's get into it and apply it to the hand first. So a little, it's right here, as you can see. It's slowly getting more pigmented. Very nice, it's nothing too crazy. Okay, let's see how it appears on the cheek. It's actually a very nice shade. So it's kind of a flushed cheek type of look that you're getting with this blush. I thought it would look more pinky, and I'm happy it's not, because I wouldn't like this type of color to appear like that on my cheekbones. But I'm actually loving the shade, and look how easy it just applied. You saw it literally took 5 seconds. I'm just kind of blending it and pushing it into the skin. I forgot to add highlighter. And for highlighter, I have a powder highlighter, so you don't want to really go with a powder highlighter on top of a putty or cream product, because it's probably going to look very unnatural and you can see the line. So maybe I'll use a liquid highlighter. I think that looks beautiful. Look at that. I love this. And you can, I bet, because it's a putty, it's not a cream, so it's very thick cream, not a liquid cream. You can probably just don't even have to wear foundation and just use this product and give yourself a nice flushed cheeky look. So let me grab a liquid highlighter right now. From the drugstore, this is the only liquid highlighter I have, and this is the Co Beauty in the shade Champignon. So this is kind of what it looks like. I mean, it comes with a dropper, like a pipette. I'll show you. Such a nice highlighter. You see? A little goes a long way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand and use my finger and just put 1 dot there. I mean 2 dots, 3. and grab my favorite Moda Pro Glow brush and blend it in. Now if this takes away some of that blush, we can always add more blush on top. So yeah, it kind of melted in with the blush, and me massaging it into the skin with the brush, it kind of took away from the blush, so we can go back into the e.l.f. Putty Blush. So that's why I always like to apply my highlighter first and then my blush. So I really want a little bit more color here, and now it looks much better. You see how it just blends in with the highlighter. So I always like to add highlighter first and then the blush. Just gives it more of a natural look, you know, that extra glow on top. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this Going Coconuts Color Pop palette. I have not used this palette at all. I'm gonna go into the Lovely Bunch shade right here and use this as a transition color. So the shades are pretty. They're nice to use for a natural look. They look more cool tone than warm tone. So that's a very nice subtle brown. So I don't see any fallout. Wow, I'm really loving this blush, but I'll make sure to give you my final thoughts on all these products. So this is the first time I'm trying most of these products on. Now I'm going to go into maybe Culada right there and put that into the crease. This seems a little bit more darker than the first shade we've used. I'm gonna go into this Mauvey Brown Shell Yeah and use this Luxie brush. This is the large shader brush. And I'm going to try apply this in the outer corner here and see how dark it is. We might have to darken it with a more darker shade if this doesn't pick up. It's okay, not bad. This is a great palette for beginners, a great palette for anyone who loves neutral colors because it looks very neutral, natural. I like this type of look. There's a couple shades here that interest me. There's one sparkly shade right here and then this one right here. This two. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I think I'm going to use the pink one and go into the Cocoa Crush, which is this middle sparkly pink shade. It's so buttery. Wow. This is really intense. Very nice. Now this one you have to be a little bit more careful because the shimmery shade does have a little bit tiny fallout. Nothing too crazy though. Okay, so for the bottom one, I'm gonna use this Nutty shade and I'm gonna use it to up to the middle part of the eye. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush. It's like this, a small pointy brush, and smoke this under eye area. And for the inner part, I'm gonna use the same brush and go into this Da Coco shade, which is a shimmery dark brown. Let's see, and I wanna put it in the inner corner here. Maybe I'll use a smaller, yeah, a more pointy, smaller brush because that's a bit too fluffy. So we need to add it right in the corner here and connect it to that dark brown. Now I'm gonna go into, let me see, this palm reader. No, that's too chalky. See the shade here, palm reader here? I don't know if you guys can see, it's like a white shimmery shade. Seems pretty chalky when I tried it. Let's see here. If you push hard, it's an okay shade, not my favorite, but I will try use that for the inner corner. Maybe I should spray it, yeah. Let me spray my brush and then go into that white chalky and add it in the inner corner. Okay, so I'm forming some thoughts here about this product, so stay tuned. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is my favorite from the drugstore lately for my lashes. So I'm gonna use this. Enjoy this intermission, and I will be right back for a lip product and my final thoughts. So, for lips, I have two products by Essence. I really love Essence products. They're very affordable and they have really nice shades, especially in this lip liners. And these are the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner, and they're waterproof. So this is what they look like. I have two shades that I got. Very similar in the viewfinder, but the shades that I got are 04 Keep Receipts and 01 Because The. I'm gonna swatch them for you. So this one is a more mauvey one, and this is the 04 Keep Receipts right here. And the other one looks more brown. This is the 01 Because The. More natural. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's more of a worm, has a brown undertone. This has more of a mauvey undertone. So I'm gonna go with this one, the 01 Because The, and I'm gonna line my lips. So you can see it is very natural looking. I like this shade a lot. So I think I'm gonna fill my lips with this product as well. So I want to give you my impression of everything I've applied on today with this foundation, bronzer, blush in natural light outside, so away from those studio lights. So I think that the foundation, actually, the longer it stays on your face, the better. Sorry for the noises you guys hear. Someone's cutting the grass. But anyways, and the bronzer and the blush, I think they look lovely. I also loving the lip color. I think it looks beautiful with this eye look. The shades on the eyes turned out pretty good. So I'm very happy with everything. I'm just loving how this complexion looks. So just wanted to give you an update on how everything looks in natural light. So the Essence lip liners, I love it that they're waterproof. It says that it stays for 8 hours, and also I love the shades that I got. I love both of the shades, and they go with any type of eye look. They're very smooth, and they're one of those twisty ones. So don't get the wooden ones, get this ones from Essence. I love them and they're very affordable. So definitely recommend this. Very happy with this. Let's go into the e.l.f. Putty Blush. The e.l.f. Putty Blush, and I love the look of it. It's not as intense as the color shows in the container, as you can see. Make sure that you do apply your highlighter before you apply this blush, whether it's liquid or powder highlighter, because that makes the look more natural. However, if you do apply it afterwards and you start blending the highlighter, the blush does kind of disappear into your skin where you blended your highlighter. So that's my thoughts on this. However, I'm actually really loving this product and I love the shade. And I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this. And only problem is that the shade is not on the container. So, and I took the packaging off, so I don't know the exact shade, but it's actually this one right here, if you guys want to purchase it. So this is a thumbs up for me. I love it. Let's go into the Going Coconuts palette. Now, a lot of people love this palette. It is a beautiful palette. You can create a nice natural look. The shades are more of a neutral cooler tone than warm tones. I love how everything blended. My least favorite shade is this one right here, which is the Palm Reader. And if you do work with this shade in the middle, which is the Cocoa Crush, be careful because that's the shade that has the most fallout out of them all. The palette is okay, so it's not, I'm not going too crazy for this palette. Like a lot of people love the Going Coconuts palette by ColourPop. That's why I wanted to purchase, because I've heard a lot of good reviews on it. So it's an okay palette. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So I'm kind of in the middle with my thumbs, not up, not down. It's like okay. Next, I have the e.l.f. bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. I'm definitely recommending this. And Erica, if you're watching this, this is another great bronzer. I'm not sure if you have this in your collection, because I know you do have a e.l.f. palette with bronzer and highlighter, but this I definitely recommend. Look how beautiful everything looks. I'm loving the shade. It does come in the pan more muddy looking. However, when you apply it to your cheekbone or to your cheek, it looks very nice and natural and sun-kissed. You can see it on the forehead as well. So I'm actually loving this bronzer. Big thumbs up for this guy. For the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer, now there's no other shade or anything, so it's basically a cream primer with, it looks white, so it's not a gel consistency, it looks more like cream. I don't know if it did anything. It looked really nice on the skin. The skin felt nice and hydrating. So far so good. I don't see any issues with this primer. I like it that it's like a cream. It kind of reminds me of the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. And I'm loving that one. Now let me get a mirror. So it's very hard to judge the primer. But thumbs up for now, because I have absolutely nothing bad to say. It seems like everything worked on my face very nicely with this primer. For the foundation, now at first, the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade Neutral Ivory 030 right here. When I first applied it, I didn't get the hydrating feeling. I know it's natural, so I have absolutely no concern. It gives you a nice natural finish. It's not a full coverage. It says it's a natural foundation, which is fine. But the hydrating claim in the beginning, it looked a little bit drying on the face. However, now at the end of the makeup, I thought I would not like this, honestly, right after I put it on my face. But now after looking at my face, it doesn't look to have settled into any lines at all, and it does look very nice and natural on the face, just like it's my own skin with a little bit of coverage. So I'm actually liking it. So this one I have to test out more. Today I tested it out with a new primer that I had no clue how it would work on my face. So I would like to test out more with my favorite primers that I've been wearing my other foundations with, and kind of formulate a thought based on that. But so far this one gets a thumbs up. I didn't think I would give it a thumbs up after at first applying it, but right now the look and the complexion actually looks pretty good. So thumbs up for this guy too. So I guess those were my new products. Obviously the rest that I had, the mascara, the highlighter, and the concealer and the brow product, they're all part of my routine that I use on a daily basis, and I really love those products. So there's not much to talk, but yeah, definitely love most of these products. I love the complexion. So let me know what you guys think of the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I would love to hear your thoughts, and of the e.l.f. bronzer, because blush and bronzer are two of my favorite things to apply on my face. It makes me just so happy to see the face just get to the next level. So let me know what you guys think of those two products. And yeah, if you love this natural finish and type of eye look and complexion and my first impression and thoughts on using these products for the first time, please consider subscribing. It will mean the world to me, and give this video a big thumbs up because it would help out my channel so much, and I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.